first preseason game this year. Brittany Sykes, Emily Engsler, Sonia Sidby, Jordan Canada, Ryan Howard, Alicia, rookie head coach.
Well, how about that? I mean, some stabilizing forces to say the least. You see Washington starting in a man-to-man defense. Jordan Canada, she wants to get downhill.
BG extending range, that's something every single season.
And head coach Carl Smesko of the Atlanta Dream said both Bree Jones and Brittany Griner will like to step out and stretch the floor in that way. So that triple to start things off for the Dream was good.
Melbourne ready, Jordan Canada immediately down and grabbing at her knee, and Sykes takes a foul to get the training staff onto the floor. And it was a very quick reaction from Canada as soon as she went down, instantly grabbed at that right knee.
You just hate to see any injuries, and the immediacy of the reaction, as you said, Megan, just
checking in for her, making her return to DC.
Yeah, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, 7 seasons here for the Washington Mystics, and a warm welcome by the fans here. But Jordan Canada, she only played 20 games last season in the WNBA because of hand and finger injuries that kept her off the floor. So down on the ground that way. And again, hopefully she's all right.
Here's Jones. Couldn't get that to go. How about that? How would that have been? Your first 6 points are by your 4 and 5.
Right, and you're worried about the painted area so much with that size and stretch those triples. BG shooting 50% from 3, so it's not out of her wheelhouse.
Here's Gray off the mark. Engsler, great box out there on Griner. Up the floor now is Melbourne.
Nice push ahead pass to get that defense to shrink. Now they can attack.
Sykes gets the mid-range jumper to go.
I love the intention of Indiana, that she hasn't played with this much joy in a long time. She's healthy, and I think that has a lot to do with the energy that she's bringing to the court.
I mean, BG, I said BG and Bree Jones, but beyond the arc.
Let's go, BG. 50% coming into this game from range, and that's what Carl Smesko said. I mean, when he was at Florida Gulf Coast, his team down there led the country in 3s attempted, so he wants everybody to get into the 3-point party, I see.
Melbourne able to get back and defend Gray in transition. On the rebound, Griner couldn't get that to go. It's Jones this time, pump fake, and that drops in.
You can't do much. She's shooting 54% from the floor, but she has tremendous hands.
Engsler couldn't. Howard attacking, kicks it. BG thought about it.
I thought about it too.
Swing action. Now Gray. Drop off to Jones on the pick and roll. Off the spin. Walker-Kimbrough. That one laces in. And Coach Johnson is going to call a timeout as this Dream lead has extended to 9 here.
Offensively for the Atlanta Dream, but that's a bigger challenge and longer running closeouts. And the challenge of that for Washington will be mighty if BG continues to knock in those 3s.
Kiki Iriafen into the game, 6 on the shot clock. 3 seconds now. Citron in the corner lets it go from the mid-range, and a shot clock violation.
So they're stretching out their defense a little further than he was expecting, but they're just going to have to adjust and, most importantly, keep communicating on defense to chop away at this lead. Megan.
Great stuff there, Ariana. Here's Walker-Kimbrough attacking. Left that short. Dolson up the floor. Shug Sutton also into the ball game here for the Mystics. Here she is now in the corner.
Well, here's that pace. I mean, we've been at practices and we've seen the 14-second shot clock applied during practice so they can get the pace that they want, but Sutton turned it over right there.
Walker-Kimbrough comes back to Gray in transition. Citron did enough to disrupt. Jones, though, with the offensive board. Extra kick out. One more to Walker-Kimbrough. Coffee flying in as she's into the ball game for the rebound, and a foul is going to be on Dolson. And the offensive glass was something that has been talked about, that they want to have a focal point on from that last Indiana game, as well as.
And Sydney Johnson has told us as much after the last couple of practices. He says, you know, our attention to detail needs to be paramount. Turn and connect a body and maintain that.
Green and Ashton Prechtel all check in for the Mystics.
Well, I like this look for Washington. Did with all these really fresh-faced rookies who are energetic and ravenous for the opportunity to compete here in the district.
Sutton working off of Prechtel, comes back to her. Prechtel can stretch the floor. That one off the mark. Coffee with the read with BG.
Yeah, well, that's why she shot that three, because BG was in drop coverage, and that's something that Atlanta does with both Bree Jones and Brittany Griner.
Walker Kimbrough doing what she did in the Mystics uniform, getting behind the defense, couldn't get the finish on the layup. BG, though, with the loose ball pickup, 8 on the shot clock now. Coffee around the horn, Gray attacking, kicks it, Kimbrough in the corner. Pump fakes, 1 second on the shot clock, and a shot clock violation. Really great defense there.
And her 7 years here in DC, that's exactly what she wanted, and it's exactly what Sutton took away.
Here's Olsen, looking for a two-player game with Iriafen. Pull up, mid-range. What do you like to call her?
She's a menace in the mid-range, and listen, is tremendous at making those kinds of decisions. You saw the drop coverage there defensively by Coffee, and that gave her the space and time to release it and get it through.
10 on the shot clock. Walker Kimbrough inside now. BG. 6 on the shot clock. BG backing down on Prechtel, goes middle, gets the drop to go. Up the floor, Iriafen running. Green works off the screen, goes to Prechtel on the roll, drops it in. A little two-player action for the Mystics.
Well, you love to. And Prechtel played together at Stanford for a season, so they had great synergy on that connection down there.
Strong deuce for Howard off the low cross.
She's been an all-star a couple times in the league. Rookie of the year a couple seasons ago as well.
Iriafen, 10 on the shot clock, attacking Coffee. Put that up, doesn't get the whistle. Coffee with the rebound for Atlanta. Up the floor, Gray. Howard with a nice find, and a whistle and a foul.
Why that was whistled a foul. I mean, she was vertical, but she got into the body with the contact.
Coach Johnson unhappy with the call on that one. Our officials today, Kevin Fahey.
She doesn't need it. I'm going to put it on, and you know, it's probably gross.
I was going to say, it's probably sweaty.
And it is. But now Lucy Olsen, just an amazing career collegiately. For 3 years, she was at Villanova and then transferred to Iowa. The year after Caitlin Clark made her way to the WNBA.
Gray reading the passing lane in transition, gets the steal and the score. And the lead now sits 18-6 here.
Alicia Gray, I mean, she just put those wheels on and can't do much to catch her in the open floor once she gets ahead of steam.
Tahina Paopao into the ball game for Atlanta. Pass deflected there by Paopao. Citron comes up with it, tries to touch it inside. Prechtel just couldn't get both hands on that.
Oh, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And Prechtel, just have your hands up. It was a finish. It's the proper idea.
Howard to the kick. Coffee in the corner. Gets that to go. The three from the corner. The three-point shooting for.
No, but
I had coffee in my bed.
No, those threes are falling. And Washington, they have to do a better job of connecting and moving on the flight of the pass. They can't wait for the catch to be made from the three-point line and then try to run there and get a handout. It's too late.
Howard, 3 off the mark. Sutton with the rebound. Mystics have numbers. Currently have a 5-on-4 advantage. Sutton over to Olsen. Prechtel. That one left short. Coffee with the rebound.
See defensively here for Washington. Let's see if they can kind of shorten their long run closeouts that Atlanta has presented for them.
Paopao got the drop to go. Under 2 minutes to go here right now for Atlanta.
Tahina Paopao from South Carolina, second round pick. Started her career at Oregon, collegiate level, and Tom Staley needed to shore up the three-point shooting. That straight line midi by Paopao was pretty tough as well.
Howard. 3's off the mark. Iriafen with the rebound.
Howard shooting 33% from range coming into this one.
Olsen trying to get the transition. Here's Sutton out of the quarter break. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on Griner. So it will stay with Washington.
Yeah, and Brittany Griner is a solid leader. Champ and also 8-time blocks champ.
Sykes gets the finish.
Yeah, that was great defense by Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, who knows Brittany Sykes pretty well in terms of her personnel and her skill set, guarding one another, and Sykes trying to take those gaps away with those long arms.
Pow three doesn't go. Griner offensive rebound.
Good job by Dolson and Engsler. Idea.
Taylor Theory into the ball game to start this second quarter for Atlanta, guarding Sutton now.
I love Taylor Theory, played at Ohio State, and Kevin McGuff, the head coach there, said that she was a staunch leader and the glue player.
Great finish there by Melvin.
And that's what Jade Melvin told us, right? She said, I'm all gas, no brakes. Like this year, I want to really try to decelerate sometimes, but her acceleration is pretty darn good.
Jones inside, Griner.
Cross match with Brittany Sykes sitting. That's something that they can't allow to happen once they get put in rotation defensively. Then you have to communicate and do the best you can if it does occur.
Pow up the floor. Griner. Walker-Kimbrough goes back to Griner. Elbow jumper doesn't go.
Now this is why it was one of the keys to get the glass work, disallow those second chance opportunities. The Mystics did a great job on that last defensive possession with that.
Engsler off the roll and the finish.
Isn't based on our fast break opportunities, it's how quick we can score in the quarter court.
Jones and Sutton diving on the floor for the ball. Pow now with it.
Wow.
And Sutton again diving on the floor after it. Sutton winning the jump ball there for the Mystics. Here's Sykes. Dolson turns, kiss off the glass.
Very nice use of the shoulders by Steph Dolson, who had an advantage there with the defender sealed off behind. Sykes, great awareness to find her in position there.
Pow. Even with the defense, still able to get it.
That's what she does. I mean, that's why her last name is Pow. I mean, because she knocks them in from range with ease.
And we got some news from Atlanta on Jordan, Canada. Cut. Sykes.
Yeah, we're birthday twins.
You and Haley or you and Alicia?
Haley Jones. Yeah. May 23rd, if you remember. Different year, just a couple of years older than her.
That's just a couple.
Just a couple.
Couple years older, a couple weeks away. Look at that.
Away.
And it's almost Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
Happy early Mother's Day to you.
Thank you, baby.
And to my mom, who's probably watching right now.
Absolutely.
Sykes off the steal, up the floor. Melvin couldn't get that to finish.
She clapped her hands right there, frustrated. That was easy money. Washington needed to kind of gain some traction.
Bree Jones inside. Once she gets that positioning.
I coached against her in high school, and she dropped a nice 40-piece. Because of that, it didn't matter if we sent 3 or 4 people in there, we would always finish.
Walker-Kimbrough is, I think when Sykes came down, she might have caught her. It's a second, because remember, when Canada got hurt, Sykes took the foul so play could stop.
Right.
And she could be tended to. Sonia Citron returning. Shug Sutton
Did again with
where are we visiting?
Sonia Citron's impact in that first game against the Indiana Fever. She was just so magnificent. Said she was a little nervous at the beginning. Notre Dame head coach Neil Ivey, her coach collegiately, was in the building, and just 3 from range for 15 points in her rookie debut.
Sykes off the inbound, drains the triple.
As Sykes, she means business. I mean, coming into this game, just 27% from range, but she's easily mid 30% from 3 as the season unfolds here soon.
Gets into the passing lane. And they're going to say it was last touched by Sykes. Correct.
As
we do
he
talk
should.
about hair.
As he should. But I love that there is that synergy between all the teams, the spirit for the soccer team and all the teams.
Sykes cut off by Gray, pump fake, still takes the shot, does not go. Gray with the rebound, pushing.
Gray wants to score that ball. She's going to try to get to her sweet spot. So Brittany Sykes was dancing with the stars right there, trying to stick with her and meet her underneath the screen, but Bree Jones displaced her as she was trying to do that. Sykes.
Here's Sykes working off Dolson now. 8 on the shot clock. Melbourne attacking, whips it back out. Dolson 3. That one halfway down and out, but Engsler is there for the offensive board. Great effort there from Engsler.
A terrific second effort, and that's what's necessary right now for Washington.
Change of speed, oh my goodness. Brittany Sykes with the finish.
She came running back up, but it counts for 2, and Sykes doing a tremendous job of putting pressure on the rim that way.
Sykes has 11 in the ball game, 9.
Get downhill to finish.
Howard, 3 seconds, had to put it up. Misses, gets her own rebound off the kick, out to Gray now. Back to Gray, she'll take. Hillman with the offensive board. Too strong on that one, but BG and Engsler both had their hand in there and able to pop up and in.
Well, shoot, get matched up.
Engsler off the kick, got BG to bite on the pump fake, goes back to Citron. A little give and go, ends up with a 3.
Smart, unselfish basketball by Washington.
And Griner is gonna get called for a foul. Citron took a heavy hit on that screen.
What day it is, and not just daytime, nighttime stuff.
Sykes, 3 doesn't go. Griner with the rebound. Here's Howard. Nice shadow help there from Iriafen.
Yeah, you got to stay over top of any screening actions. Iriafen did a tremendous job right there, gapping that elbow.
Walker Kimbrough off the kick. Does not go. Iriafen chasing it down.
Iriafen has great feet, play multiple positions defensively.
Citron, foul line jumper, smooth as butter.
I love her game. I mean, she is like a duck, and her feet are working underneath, but on top, she is stoic and composed. And that is a lot to say for a rookie in the WNBA.
8 on the shot clock. Inside, Griner. Double came. Gray made herself available, gets the finish.
Yeah, the help helped her. That last line of defense, Citron just a little bit late getting in front to contest that shot inside.
Sykes as Melbourne is